What goes up must come down. True knowledge begins when we say, I do not know. I feel like a child playing on the beach, finding pretty stones, while the great ocean of truth lies undiscovered before me. If I have seen further, it is by standing on the shoulders of giants. Research is about patience and long hours of thinking. The secret to success is starting and never giving up. I can calculate the movement of heavenly bodies, but not the madness of people. To every action, there is always an equal and opposite reaction. Nature is pleased with simplicity. Truth is always found in simplicity, not in confusion. Gravity explains the motions of the planets, but it cannot explain who sets them in motion. We build too many walls and not enough bridges. Live your life as an experiment. Always try to learn more. Errors are part of the path to truth. A man may imagine things that are false, but he can only understand things that are true. Tact is the art of making a point without making an enemy. Truth is ever to be found in simplicity, and not in the multiplicity and confusion of things. All knowledge starts with wonder. It is the weight, not numbers, of experiments that is to be regarded. No great discovery was ever made without a bold guess. If others would think as hard as I did, they would get similar results. In the absence of any other proof, the thumb alone would convince me of God's existence. We are to admit no more causes of natural things than such as are both true and sufficient to explain their appearances. Truth is the offspring of silence and meditation. Nature does nothing in vain. The more I study science, the more I believe in God. Every body continues in its state of rest or motion unless acted upon by a force. I keep the subject constantly before me and wait until the first dawnings open slowly into full light. I don't know what I may appear to the world, but to myself I seem like a boy playing on the seashore. I was like a boy playing on the seashore, finding a smoother pebble or prettier shell. Gravity is not responsible for people falling in love. I frame no hypotheses. God created everything by number, weight, and measure. We account the scriptures of God to be the most sublime philosophy. To explain all nature is too difficult a task for any one man. He who thinks half-heartedly will not believe in God, but he who really thinks has to believe in God. The best way to learn is to keep asking questions. I do not make guesses, I base my ideas on evidence. To understand the universe, we must first learn to observe. Sometimes, not knowing leads us to discover more. Discoveries are not made by chance but by hard thinking. You have to be willing to be wrong before you can be truly right. Big results come from small, patient steps. Let experiments speak for themselves. Real genius lies in observing what others ignore. Be curious, that's where all discovery begins. Do not rush learning, take time to understand. Silence helps ideas grow. A question opens the door to knowledge. Understanding begins when you notice small things others miss. Every discovery starts with a good question. There is more to be discovered than we have already found. Great minds are always searching, always learning. Wisdom comes not from age, but from curiosity. To see the invisible, one must think beyond the obvious. Truth doesn't fear questions. The universe is written in the language of mathematics. Only by understanding nature can we understand ourselves. Do not be afraid of being wrong. Be afraid of not learning. Let your mind wander. It may find something new. Genius is persistence in disguise. To understand light, one must also understand darkness. You don't need to rush to find the truth. It waits for those who seek it. Simple ideas often lead to great discoveries. The natural world is full of signs. Learn to read them. Time, space, and motion, everything is connected. Ask not how things are, but why they are so. Silence is sometimes the best tool for thinking. Progress begins with the courage to question old ideas. Every solution hides inside a well-asked question. One experiment is worth more than 1,000 opinions. In science, there are no final answers, only better questions. Imagination is the beginning of discovery. A wise man listens more than he speaks. Even the smallest observation can change everything. Sometimes the simplest solution is the correct one. To understand the stars, study the earth. Time is not a line, it is a mystery we are still unfolding. Understanding starts where ego ends. To know the laws of nature is to know the mind of God. You cannot force nature, but you can learn from it. Every force has a reason, just as every action has a cause. Be humble before nature, for it has more to teach than we can imagine. The world is full of patterns. Notice them, and you learn faster. The universe is not random. It follows rules. We just have to find them. Questions are the seeds from which knowledge grows. Learning is a lifelong experiment. Even in stillness, the universe moves. There is order in chaos, if only we learn how to see it. Thinking deeply is not easy, but it is always rewarding. Without observation, there is no understanding. Be brave enough to doubt and wise enough to seek. Logic and wonder must work together. Reality is often stranger than imagination. To question is to grow. To stop is to decay. Patience is the engine of all great discovery. Be a student of nature. It teaches in silence and beauty. Truth does not change. Only our understanding of it does. A mind that seeks truth is never empty. Even if you understand much, always stay curious.
Wonder is the root of all learning. Observation is the first step toward truth. The universe works in silence. Learn to listen. Every object in motion was once at rest. So are ideas. What we see is only a shadow of what truly exists. Your thoughts shape your understanding more than your eyes do. In every question, there is a spark of genius. Great things are often hidden in plain sight. To move forward in science, look backward with wisdom. Never stop wondering. That's how discovery begins. No formula can explain the beauty of a curious mind. Truth is patient. It waits for those who search sincerely. In the smallest atom lies the story of the stars. Ask deeply, seek clearly, learn endlessly. The mind is a mirror. It reflects what you allow into it. Learn from everything, even from what confuses you. Mistakes are steps on the ladder of understanding. The universe is not hiding its secrets. We just need better eyes. Even silence holds knowledge if you listen carefully. The beauty of truth is that it stands alone. The farther we explore, the closer we come to wisdom. Knowledge is light. Doubt is the spark that leads to it. When you reach the edge of certainty, that's where learning begins. Discovery isn't finding new places. It's seeing with new eyes. Everything in nature has meaning. Find it, and you find purpose. Don't fear failure. Fear not trying. The world reveals its secrets one layer at a time. Hold tight to facts, but stay open to wonder. The greatest minds ask the simplest questions. You don't need to be perfect to be wise, just honest and curious. What you understand today, someone dreamed yesterday. There is always more to learn, even in what we already know. Even a quiet thought can shake the world. Real science starts when comfort ends. Sometimes the answer is not in the stars, but in yourself. We are made to discover, not to settle. Imagination builds the bridge between mystery and truth. Even the unknown can be friendly to those who seek it with honesty. Your journey to truth begins with one sincere question. Never stop thinking, because the universe never stops speaking.
Seek truth, even if it hides in darkness. Discovery is seeing what everyone else has seen, but thinking what no one else has thought. The more we understand, the more we realize how little we know. Faith and reason are not enemies. They work hand in hand. Let knowledge guide you, and let humility ground you. You must unlearn false ideas to make space for true ones. The laws of nature are unbreakable. Our understanding of them is not. Always ask, what if? It is the door to discovery. A calm mind is a powerful tool. The answers you seek are found in the questions you ask.